Who wants to do a recap for the previous session?
God, I just can't remember what we were doing.
We walked around a lot, and then we walked
did,
over.
just walking
a
around.
lot. We went
Yeah.
looking for lizard men and did a
Yeah.
whole bunch of other stuff. Lost some party members.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was...
Sorry, Den.
We left Kruber and our mercenary behind at the camp.
Yep, along with
Go
the
off.
expert.
The dog. Wait, yeah, the dog and the expert, so that we could track these.
The Houndmaster, as it
Yeah,
were.
the Houndmaster. He's got a name. He's in my notes. Well, that's...
Wait.
At any rate, we left a whole bunch. We left half the party at the Laughing Woods, and then went looking for the lizard people who were. So we went back to the broken wagons and followed the lizard people to the mountains, where there was a volcano or some sort of fire and wind.
Maybe they
Yeah.
camp. Hopefully they camp.
Well,
Up
yeah,
in
we
the
smelled
mountains.
fire, but there was a layer of ash, so I'm assuming it's probably something bigger than a campfire if there was a layer of ash on all our gear in the morning.
Yep.
Then we saw that, what is it?
Worm.
Worm kind
Yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
So we
that
decided
was...
that instead of chasing after something that's going to kill it, might kill us, let's run away from something that will definitely kill us.
Yeah, we were thinking of going to Kel's Rise, but we chickened out.
Well, we changed our mind from the spirits from the Laughing Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Decided to tell us that our party had been kidnapped and we needed to go and help the lady Phyllis. So we raced back, found her, and then we went back to the camp and found everyone gone. But it didn't look like they'd gone against their will, so we took Lady Phyllis back to town.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was happy that she got home safely. We had a very short and
There was originally some
uncompromised-
suspicion.
Yeah,
I watched the
was.
well,
video.
we
But
didn't
the master
say
of the house was sufficiently okay with it to pay us, which was good. And also the abbot was
Hey,
okay to accept
Abba.
that as well. Indeed.
Mr. Walrus, who was in charge of the Phineas house, and we returned Amrine and Rasputin. It was good.
Yeah. So
We did not go back and get the wagon.
No, we didn't go back and get the
the whole
wagon.
lack of a...
The wagon or
And we didn't buy
covered
horses.
wagon?
The covered wagon.
Well, we had a very short philosophical debate about going back and getting our friend and then decided it was too hard as well.
Yeah, I heard that part.
We argued about it for a long time and then decided that, well, because we've been arguing for so long, any signs would have been gone now. So
And he died of old age during it.
pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
Freaking mayflies.
Mm-hmm.
We were actually offered a better job to go and like clear the keep.
Oh, yeah.
The
Lacrima keep.
Lacrima keep.
Yeah, because the banshee or whatever it was has grown more powerful because she's feasted upon many of their souls or something.
Yeah,
like
lots of workers to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave us an option to go and clear that out.
Yeah.
And then we got a big bag of gold, or platinum, should I say, and a magic ring
Yes.
from the estate manager, Mr. Rowers. Rose.
Mr.
Which
Warris.
I don't know what it actually does. It's just very pretty.
Yep.
It's the Ring of Phileas. It's a finely made thin gold ring set in a single small sapphire.
Mm-hmm.
It's as though someone's reading it.
It is, isn't it?
I was paying attention.
And so we were thinking we would head up to the Grove of Icicles, and that's basically where we left off.
Okay,
Well-
so
We left off trying to find our friends, actually, but you know.
you did.
Through the party telepathic thing, can you guys come to the Icicle of Groves instead?
Oh,
So
because they got no shit.
yes, you did.
Yeah,
actually,
just like in my defense, Dan, I had to try real hard to get them to go and search you. They just wanted to abandon you and go and just leave.
He's an adult. Made his own decisions.
As with every episode, every session I've missed, I watched the video. I heard everyone. Sad.
Hey, I'm just the new guy. I have no power in this group at all.
Can you see
I
that?
take back one of the 3 happy birthdays.
What?
Can you see the line I drew there?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's basically the direction you went, because you did go back looking, and you did get to the river.
Yeah.
Okay.
They caught a boat.
I mean, we don't know. We literally have no idea.
Or they walked into the water and sang with the fishes. You know, we could troll this river forever.
Yeah.
No, it won't take long. You just got to find where the cookies are.
No.
Okay, so that's a pretty decent recap. Just to so the job for Lacrima Keep wasn't that you were offered a job per se, but the abbot mentioned that there was now a job to be found in Summerton to clean out Lacrima Keep, and that if you wanted to do it, that you would need to head to Summerton to collect the job to go back to Lacrima Keep. He had no authority to give it, just that his friend that used to be there, Foreman Andrus, had mentioned it to him. So anyway, that is indeed where we leave it. We left it. Sorry. You guys had managed to make it to the banks of the river. There was no sign of your friends other than the tracks that you had followed, and it looks like they have disappeared, most likely boarded a vessel and gone who knows where, but no guarantee. What is it that you are intending to do? And we'll try and get to you as quickly as possible. Jaquan?
Fair.
At the very least, you can channel Craig and eat ice cream in the background if you want. But if you
Hang on, I just got to get my wife to get me a bowl and a spoon. I don't even need the ice cream to properly channel Craig. Just the empty bowl and a spoon to really get that feeling.
Yep. And make sure you do it. You clang them together nice and loud. And as
I find
close
it
to the
helps. No. You want to put the mic in the bowl just before you're banging it side to side.
to
I was going to say.
get a bit of
Yeah, you gotta
resonance.
get the sound design right.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
that resonance.
Cool. So,
Little bit, sorry.
so how good is everyone at swimming?
Well, in all seriousness, when we get to the river's edge, I'm going to get a drink of water.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, probably refilling
that's
out.
an excellent idea.
We do have really good understanding of exactly how well Hypatia can swim.
Yes,
I mean,
That
he's
is-
just
Is
wearing
that
full
in the
plate.
not very category?
with Marva. Yeah,
Hypatia did amazing when she jumped into that very deep underwater river.
well, I did drown. That's pretty amazing. I was wearing some serious armor.
Okay.
Look, not drowning is always good.
Indeed. You can
That was a big sigh, Al. Almost deafening.
You can refill your water skins. It's a good idea. Your water skins have been running close to dry, if not dry. You can water your... Actually, you don't have the steeds anymore. The
No, we don't. We lost those two.
beasts of burden, they have gone. And whilst you are refilling your water skins, someone with eagle eyes can notice, it doesn't matter who, just to the north of you, slowly traipsing along the bank of the river, is a large, shaggy-looking hound.
Oh,
Does it have orange eyebrows, or was this
Is
not
it
me?
Rasputin?
It does look to be Rasputin. At least
call
the
him out.
dog's similar to Rasputin.
Rasputin.
Rasputin ignores you, if it is
Dang
Rasputin,
it.
and just sits down and scratches behind his ear for a moment. Then he'll look
That's-
around and he'll wander over to you slowly. He's old. It's more of an amble than a jog.
Perfect.
And then he'll like kind of plop down and then lay on his haunches and
I should.
So
he
is
should
this
be called-
Rasputin?
It
Can
does.
I confirm that?
It does look to be Rasputin. Or a very close facsimile.
Yeah, or another dog actually called
It's
Murtaugh.
the ogre.
God dang it.
Look, I know you said that as a joke, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised.
Which is why I said it.
And this is how we ended up killing everything we came across.
So it came from this direction.
Cool.
So
we
you
wanna
said
go-
close to the north,
Alright.
even further north, even though the tracks don't lead here. Why would they leave the dog if they all went together or all left together? Why would they not just take Rasputin?
I don't know. We can head up that way and try to find out.
That's a good
Yep.
sounds like a good plan. And we'll try and take Rasputin with us if possible.
Mhm.
He's a bit tired, but he'll come along, especially if anyone tries to coax him with food. The
Oh, yes.
best way to get a dog motivated. And yeah, you can start moving along. Takes you a couple of miles, and the sun is slowly starting to set behind the mountains when you come across a small campsite. The campsite is approximately here.
Cool.
You can see a little
Is there
dot.
anyone in
Yeah.
inside?
No.
You can't see the dot?
It's sort of
I'm
southeast.
Okay, yeah.
It is
I was zoomed
very
out
small.
too far.
Okay.
Is it an occupied campsite?
It is. There are 2 people at the campsite. What appears to be a dwarf and a man, and there's 2 donkeys tethered up nearby. They look to be a bit fatigued. The dwarf is wearing armour. You do recognise from a distance that it is Thadir. And the man looks to be Amrian, the animal handler. Amrian appears to be injured, and his arm is in a sling.
Jesus, okay. What the hell happened? I guess we'll walk up and
Well,
ask what the hell happened. Yeah, well, I mean that too, but like I assume that will come under the what the hell happened part of the question.
Also, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're still at a distance. We're in the camp now?
Are you wanting to do anything other than approaching?
Um,
Because the others all said that they were approaching. Did you want to do anything, Henry? You seem to...
No. I just didn't hear him say they were approaching. It was just like you see a camp at a distance and we're saying,
Right.
do we see what's going on?
Yeah, they said they were approaching.
Yeah.
Oh,
go on
I'll
then.
follow.
Alright. As you do approach, Thadir will leap to his feet, and he has his arming sword in hand. But when he spies it's you, he will lower his guard and seem to be quite relieved. Ah, where have you been? It's been ages.
we
We returned to the campsite, and there was no indication of where you had gone.
I left a message
Where?
underneath the rock, as we discussed.
It was
Wasn't
not
there.
It was not there when we came back to the camp.
Well, I left one,
Interesting.
and Amrin will nod. I saw him do it. He did leave a message. Said that we were heading north. Jaquan, his friends, turned up and wanted to discuss something with him. He boarded a boat with them and headed back to Sumberton. We've been waiting around here for a while, but we were set upon by a bandit or 2, some goblins, but Thadir managed to drive them off.
Good job.
Summerton. Did they introduce themselves? His Kwan's friends?
Yes, says Thadir. One of them said he knew Jaquan from many years ago. Geffin, I believe he called himself. Had something to do with those mercenaries camped to the north of Sumberton.
Oh.
Anyway, Jaquan headed back there to do something with with them, I don't know what it was, and bade us wait at the Laughing Woods until you returned. But we followed not long after. We didn't feel right being out in the open like that, and there was something just too unsettling with the woods. So we moved up here, and I left a note.
Okay.
Well,
Well, that's unfortunate, but we've met up now.
yes. Well, this is everyone's still alive as far as we know. That's good. Perhaps we can
shall
see to your
heal.
wound. The other guy, that other guy, you know,
Amrian?
Amrian.
Oh, yes, I took an arrow to the shoulder. It was pretty bad.
Would you like me to look at that?
Yes, please.
There's a hole in there.
It looks to be infected.
Ooh.
Thadir is no medic.
Good thing I am.
Indeed you are.
Not a bad roll either.
Yeah, that will fully heal him since he has like 3 hit points.
Nice.
And he will be much better, and he will get mobility back. The scar will remain slightly, a bit of a pinkish tinge to the skin, but he is amazed at the miracles that you have worked in the name of the 8 gods. And praise be the gods. Thank you.
That's so cool.
Is it so? Wait, how far away do we find Rasputin from this spot?
About a mile or 2.
Can I ask, like, did you lose Rasputin, or like what happened?
Does he like wandering?
He wanders occasionally. I was too injured to chase after him, and Thadir, especially after we were attacked recently, didn't want to leave the camp unattended. So he's an old but reliable and resourceful dog. I'm sure he would have found his way back, either to Donduran or back here to us.
Can I remind you of something, Grail?
Yes?
Not all who wander are lost.
I'd give you
Cool.
XP for that, but I know that was such an obvious XP grab, wasn't it?
Oh no, I'm fine without the XP. You just said he was wandering,
Yes, I know.
and we're then discussing like he was lost.
Oh dear, cool. So did you can't say like to wait for us or him, or what did you
Or
give
for
him
how long?
instructions?
He didn't really give an indication, says Amrian. He said something about bringing you back to Sumberton or something, or to meet up with him and his friend. I think he was a paymaster in the mercenary force. So
Follow instructions.
probably has lots of money.
This is what happens when you know people.
Well, I guess. Do we want to wait here? Do we want to head back?
Man.
How long has Jaquan been gone?
A while. There was someone else with the with Geffin, and there was a group of them, but there was someone else who claimed to know Jaquan, and from what I gathered, it was a pretty startling meeting. A dwarf called himself Magnus, I believe.
Magnus.
Yes.
Oh, we know a Magnus.
Yeah.
We knew.
But didn't he die?
Yes, I believe.
Must remain quiet.
I believe Jaquan was more than a little shocked to see him, but they had a conversation in private, and
I think we all know Jaquan might have been shocked, but he was only shocked for a little while, and shortly after he overcame it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Got it. Yep. Because I have no memory. Who? When Magnus was that a player character or just a?
Yeah.
it was a player
Yeah.
character. It was a player very early on for the first 2 or 3 sessions, who was with the group, but was having to get up very early Saturday mornings and decided he
And
couldn't
couldn't
continue.
attend. Was that Monty?
No, that was Jeremy.
Okay, right.
He was having
Cool.
to finish up early each night, and he was having to get up early, and he found it was too much of a strain.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Hashtag weak sauce.
Indeed. I mean, he was playing a dwarf cleric.
Cool.
All right. Well, since we now have donkeys, we could pick up the Valda and cart it back to Don Duran.
Dude, don't be an
That's
ass.
I
It's on our
was
way
going
to
to say,
Somerton.
rather than, I was going to say we should probably just walk along the river back to Somerton, and like just in case Jaquan comes back along, like back to where we were. At least we got to see anything if it happens. Also, like pass us in the dead of night, but.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
So we didn't know for sure that he wanted us to go to Somerton?
Nope, it seems very unclear at the moment.
No, I did say, says Thadir, that he said to bring you back there to meet up with his friend.
Oh.
I believe his name was something. He said Geffin said he wanted to talk to all of you at some stage, but he was really mainly wanting to see his old friend.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Okay, I guess we
should go there the long way. Let's go via, like, I don't know, everywhere except Somerton, and go there in like about 10 sessions time. Just so.
No.
I approve this. The amount of XP I will have ground by what I may or may not be doing at the moment would be amazing.
I've already run Den through 2 private sessions.
Yeah.
I just want to pick up the Volda and get back to Doldoran, and then go to Somerton and pick him up.
Aaron, having listened to the last session, none of the other party members want you to have the Volda.
I don't want it. I want to return it to Doldoran.
Actively will choose anything to prevent you getting the Volda.
Okay, this would prevent me from getting the Volda because we would take it to Doldoran.
Oiling the entire party while naked and wrestling Ogre ranks higher on their plans.
I reckon we let him get this little Volga or whatever it is, and then just before he hands it over, we torch it.
Isn't your alignment supposed to be good?
No, his character's alignment.
So Sean is becoming like Pastor when we play Vermintide 2. He's been slowly corrupted by the influence of the rest of us.
Yeah, Sean is becoming like someone who's hanging out with us. Weird.
Though Sean is getting sick of sitting in the corner going, man, we've been talking about walking back along this river for like 2 hours now. Can we do something? Anything? Can I gouge my eyes out with a spoon?
History says no, you can't do anything, and is that 1 heal spell per eyeball, Grail?
Who knows? What are you intending to do?
Do we want to just walk by the river, or do we want to go and fetch the Boulder?
Vardo.
Let's take a road.
Next person who puts an L in it loses XP.
It's not really our vehicle. I say we leave it.
Okay, fine. We can leave it.
Look, I wouldn't mind because this is literally no inconvenience to us to just bring it back.
Exactly. That's why I suggest.
So I'm happy to do that now if we want. What about you, Sean?
Okay, let's just do it. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
I'm chaotic.
We have a decision.
So I thought I'd do something nice.
We have some sort of a decision. Let's go and do it.
Excellent.
That's good.
Nice is not on the alignment chart.
Okay.
Alrighty, Grail. We're walking back towards the
fine.
wagon. We're going to take it down Durham. And then go down the road to Somerton.
Alright, so it's about 54 miles, give or take. And which will take you a number of days heading cross country, but it's not too hard to do so. And you can pick up the Vardo you can hitch it up to the donkeys and you can take it back to Dondoran. We'll say that all told it will take you about 4 days. Let's make it 4 days.
Yep, cool. I'm taking off those rations.
And you get back to Dondoran, you can take the Vardo to the Phileas estate and you can drop it off if you wish.
Yes, that's exactly
Yes,
what I want
please.
to do.
Or Sean
Oh.
can torch it on their steps.
We found this in the woods. This was all we could salvage.
Pro tip, Sean.
Would you like
If you're
some
gonna-
free firewood?
Mr.
If you're going to torch it, you then want to say, "Are you not entertained?"
I'm not amused. I
Mr.
think it's that.
Mr. Warris will give you a small reward for returning it of 20 gold. Thank you very much.
No problem. Also, this dog and this guy came back with us.
Yes,
Peace out.
Amrian
Thanks
and,
for letting us borrow them.
Amrian and Rasputin will indeed return to their work there.
He offers an extra 2 gold
No.
for Rasputin.
Why?
For Rasputin.
Cool. I recommend we just give that 20 gold straight to Thedar for all the trouble we've put him in over the past couple of weeks.
That's like a year and that's a lot of wages. Like 20 gold. We do have to. Okay.
How
that's
much
fine.
you normally pay him?
He's paid 2 gold a month,
How many people are in the group
but
right now?
he's also paid food.
Hey,
We have 4 PCs and Theta.
Damn, 5 goes in it really well. I was going to give him the change, but there ain't none.
And do we have the retainers or what's up with them?
The retainers' wages come out of our wages,
Yeah.
so we pay our own retainers.
But we still have the retainers, or they?
Yes.
Yes, they came along with us.
Yeah.
We didn't leave them behind. That could
Yes.
have gone badly. Extra bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
You definitely have them with you.
More meat shield's never a bad thing.
No, Tanner's barely a meat shield.
They're an
Say it louder, I don't think they can hear you.
You should never have thrown some food at those condemned criminals.
Cool. Well, I guess. I mean, do we want to split it? I don't know. I just think it was easier to just give it all to Theda and move on.
sorry, Grail. That was supposed to be whispered.
And
Okay, I'm not against that. I just think that's if somebody's trying to make friends with Theta, I feel like they should do that and try to make him into a.
and
like
Theta
a
gets
henchman.
5 gold a month, not 2.
Oh, does
Yep.
he? 5.
Yes.
Right.
He's a dwarf,
Okay.
heavy infantry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Some amount.
But we can just pay him for
I
months
do
in
have it written
advance.
down.
yeah,
Fine.
I'm okay with that.
And also we are going right to Summerton, so that's the place where he'd want to spend all of his money. So
Mm-hmm. Alan Horse.
Yeah, for his good job, we'll pay him. Sure. 4 months in advance. Bam.
Alright. Cool.
and then we'll head back to Summerton, I guess, because we can't bloody stay away from this city apparently.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the large and technically only city in the whole valley. So you want big things, you go to Summerton. Also,
Yep.
it's where the majority of people are. But you can head to Summerton. There is a road, so it'll be much easier travelling. You'll get there in a day and a half.
Excellent. Just in time to run out of fresh rations.
Alright,
Did we divvy up that 10 platinum pieces
Yes, we did.
Yep.
last week? Okay.
I'm carrying 2 for Kruber with me currently.
Yeah.
So we all should have 2. I mean, if you want to update your fucking treasure in the group treasure thing, that'd be great. But apparently, no one seems interested in doing that ever. So
Yeah, well, I'm saying we just divide up the stuff that can be divvied up straight up.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because
what we've been
there
doing.
was a thing about who's carrying the pie kitty otherwise.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
have
why.
the
That's
magic ring.
why.
okay. So anyway, you will come to Summerton. As per normal, there's a bit of a milling around the gates, people trying to get in, people trying to get out. the road to Summerton between Donduran and it was not particularly heavily occupied. It seems that the mercenaries that camped to the north have probably become part of the furniture, so to speak, and they've been there for so long now that people aren't overly concerned about them as much as they once were. The guards will, again, as they always do, ask your business in Summerton. You can tell them whatever you feel like. They're not going to stop you. The city is...
I mean, the reason we're here is because we're meeting up with a friend who invited us
you're
back
seeing,
here, I guess.
You are...
We won't mention the merchant company.
You don't need to. You guys are adventurers. You can come and go as you please, pretty much, as long as you're not here to take over the city. And because you have been in the city, in and out for a while now, and many of you have gone to and from the keep at some stage or another, you are, recognisable to many of the...
That's bad.
Many of the
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not a good thing.
Yeah, but not like instantly recognisable. It's like, oh, check out that. That's Lenza, the crack shot archer who's a total bitch, and that's Minerva. To keep your hands over your stuff because she'll nick your cod
No one
piece.
should know that I do that. I've never done that.
And then Sean, the wonderful guy.
They just recognise you. They just recognise you as people who come and go, not
adventurers. Yeah.
So, anyway, there is the city. It is probably mid-afternoon since it took a day and a half to get here. Just after lunch.
I guess we go to the Slyer Wink. At the first place we should look.
Probably would have left a message there for us, you would think.
There's a good chance.
Thader says he said he was going to the camp with Geffin, as I mentioned here, which is to the north.
The actual mercenary camp, lovely.
But maybe some of them are in the city, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, we'll swing by the Slyer Wink on the way because it's like literally we got to walk past it to get to the other side of the river.
I could do it with a nail anyway.
I assume we're gonna probably put our donkey somewhere. Probably at the Slyer Wink, I'd be guessing.
Yeah.
Leave the retainers look after them, and then we can head up to the mercenary camp.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, you can go to the Slyer Wink. The Slyer Wink is reasonably empty. However, there is one particular person that seems to strike or make...
Is it Willowbroad?
No, it is not Willowbroad.
Yes!
It's his twin brother.
Rod Willie.
Willow Boat.
Man, I'm gonna hate that guy even more.
Yup.
Alright. Let me put this... A woman with dark skin and exotic kit sits nursing a particularly tall and frosty ale. She looks up as you enter. And
Is her look as frosty as her ale?
no. She seems to be a bit of a... she's very lithe and athletic, quite attractive, but has warm, yet piercing eyes.
Grail, I thought we weren't bringing my ex into it. Krubers.
Is this a obsidian sword, or does she have an open scabbard?
That's a scabbard.
Okie dokie.
It's
Scabbarded scimitar.
yeah.
Interesting.
It's probably a decorative scimitar.
Yeah.
You can see there is a little bit of the blade peeking out at the top.
Yeah. Could have been a fastening, but that's okay. Cool. Interesting. Shield. She knows what she's about.
She will nod,
I will nod back.
but otherwise she is pretty
Humans.
quiet. You say humans, but then you realise that even though she, even though she looks human and acts human, you get the distinct impression that there's something elvish about her. Those of you with elvish blood do, Minerva and Lenza.
Sweet. A fellow halfie.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably more that than anything else. Lovely. Okay, cool.
I'll say hi to her. In fact, I'll start chatting her up. How's it going? I want another hireling. What can I say?
Jesus. Okay. Meanwhile, I guess I'll try and get
Looks competent.
I'll get up. Oh, yeah, Kruber seems to be very competent. In fact, I guess he's not a hireling technically. So anyway,
Okay.
I'll try and get some some stay sorted, some beds and stuff for us, and
Sure.
portfolio and things.
You
I
can-
assume we're all staying here. Like we know, like you want
Well-
rooms and stuff.
We should probably see what's going on with the with Kruber first, because who knows?
I'm trying, Dan.
Well, no,
He's a big boy.
we'll drop the retainers off. I'm sure they're perfectly capable of arranging rooms and stuff, and we will just keep going to the mercenary camp. It's nearly it's late afternoon.
Apparently, Minerva wants to chat up to someone now. So I was just filling in time.
Why don't we just split the party up again? What could go wrong?
Exactly.
What could possibly
Leave me
go
at the
wrong?
tavern, damn it. Called to a merc camp. Fine, I've never been to a merc camp before, as far as I know. So this, I guess, will be interesting.
Cool. Okay, we'll leave the retainers there and head off.
Okay, so you're not going to try and chat up the woman?
I'll just wave
Okay.
forlornly as I get dragged away.
She will,
Tell her you'll be back later.
she will smile.
Like I can make promises like that.
She will smile and just, stare back at her drink momentarily. And you can head off.
You realise she's probably going to turn up later trying to kill us all.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to hire her. Someone else is going to now.
Jesus Christ. The euphemisms these
Awesome.
days are really getting out of control.
So we're heading up to this gate?
I mean, the north one or the northeast one? I don't know. So this camp seems to be outside, just in general to the north.
Actually, is this gate even open, or if they stopped the traffic to this gate?
No, the gate is open. There
Alright.
isn't much traffic that comes through there. It is far more heavily occupied by members of the militia, the keep guard. Sorry, there are probably about 10 of them here, but it seems that there is a general understanding now, at least some kind of armistice, I guess you could say, between the mercenaries and the
If we're
forces
going
here.
to a merc
Okay,
camp, we might
none
want to
easy
prepare a
truths.
little bit first. Do we
Can I
want
just
to buy
ask a
some
question?
barrels of ale? And
Okay,
put them
one
on our
person at a
donkeys?
time. So,
Did anyone actually ask
hang
the
on,
barman if
hang on,
there were
Sean,
messages
hang
for
on.
us?
Hang on. What were you saying? Sorry, Minerva?
Oh, I was just saying, if we're going to go to the mercenary camp, did we want to prepare it all beforehand? Maybe buy some barrels of ale and put them on the donkeys?
That's
That-
something you
that-
guys can sort out, and by all means, if you feel free.
I mean, I thought we were taking the donkeys, but that was the point.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd
okay.
rather leave the donkeys behind.
Rail.
Yes.
I'm sending a GIF with what Kruber's doing at the moment.
Is it dancing on tables? Because I'd believe that. Oh,
Is it trying to gouge your eyes out with a spoon?
it's dancing on the moon.
If it is, it's a very
Kind of.
So my previous question, did anyone actually ask the barman if there were messages for us? Or we too
No.
busy ogling up the shit?
I think you know the
I
answer
didn't
to
even get to walk to the bar.
that. Yeah, like apparently
we
what
stepped
it
in
sounded
the
like
front
we
door and
stepped-
then left.
left. Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't understand why we even came to the tavern. Like, that's what I'm confused about.
Well,
we
you
walked in the
left-
door and we're like, okay.
You left Thadir, Aaron, and Kukulane there, and they're all getting
Yep.
drunk now.
This is what the party
Okay.
is like. Agreed, Henry. That's basically how the party operates.
Yeah, more or less.
Just no one talk over the top of each other, though, please. That's fine. All right. If you wish to get ale, get ale. If you wish to get barrels of ale, it will be expensive, and there aren't barrels of ale just floating down the river.
It's fine. We don't have donkeys,
Okay,
so
fine.
or haulers.
Okay. So you are at the gates. There is a large proportion of garrison here, about 10, as I mentioned. But there seems to be less of an issue than there used to be. People still come and go, but not as many. The mercenary camp is probably about, you can see it from here, maybe half a mile to the north.
Mm-hmm. So
Guess we
really,
walk
really
over
close to
there.
the city, actually.
What was that, sorry?
So really close to the city, actually.
Yeah, as I said before, it's camped right on the doorstep of the city. Which is part of the reason why there was a lot of consternation among the residents of the city. Because coming that close was almost as though they were starting to enact a siege. It is a sizable camp. Those of you with military nous and those of you who have decent memories would believe that the camp is at least 200 to 300 strong.
That's quite a lot, yeah.
Yeah, that's enough to take over the city with a bit of effort.
Yep.
A lot of
Good
effort.
Yep.
You know what they need? They need some moles. If only they knew a group of adventurers dumb enough to take money to do something stupid.
Yeah.
That's why we're going to go talk to them.
I wonder where they could find that.
Aaron, I'll save you some time with your romance story.
Romance story.
You were trying to chat up the chick.
Shot down by Abby Kadabby.
Yeah.
How would you feel?
I think Elmo handles it pretty well.
Oh dear. Okay. Are you going to the camp, or are you standing here gawking at it? And
No, we're going to go to the camp.
To the camp.
you know what? Let's just. Are you doing anything untoward, mischievous, crazy, duplicitous? Are you doing anything which is right up your alley before you get to or at the camp?
No.
We should probably unparty split first. Then we'll do that.
Walking in a generally straight line towards the camp.
Trying to look vaguely unthreatening.
Okay, so we can just,
Vaguely unthreatening.
we can
Considering there's 300 mercenaries there, we are not threatening.
just have you meet up with Jaquan again.
Yes.
Sure.
Fantastic. All right. You will approach the camp, and it seems that your approach, because you are a small group of armed men and women coming from the city towards the camp, does not go unnoticed. And there are a small collection of mercenaries armed with ranged weapons of various types, crossbows, bows, etc. One or two guns will avail themselves to watch your approach, and then from their midst steps someone that you recognise, Jaquan. He is there.
Hey, Jaquan.
He is seeming to be quite relaxed, probably has a mug of ale and a hunk of meat in his hands.
Much like the last Elmo gif I sent.
Do you also explode?
That's up to Julian.
What's in that ale?
Except
I
for
should
the
probably
fact
cast Detect Evil on him.
except for the
It's
fact
a
that
galactic gargle blaster.
he's not. Except for the fact he's not on fire at the end.
Not yet, anyway.
So, Kruger, are you working
Apparently,
for
Sean
these
is a
guys
thing.
Sorry.
What?
Keep your
No,
voice.
what did you say?
Minerva tried to ask a question, but there was noise. No one
Oh,
heard.
I was just asking if Kruger's working for these guys now.
I still work for the exact same person as when I joined up with this party long before you did.
Yeah.
So what, yourself?
Yep.
All right. But are you just going to stay here for a while? Like, are we leaving
Well-
you here? Or
Why don't you guys come and have a chat with Geffin?
who is Geffin?
Okay.
Geffin's an old friend.
Ugh, old people.
Did you say old people?
Yep.
Grail,
That's
that's my
not coming
favourite
from half
part
elf.
of this session. The role playing that went into that.
It was astounding.
Yep.
It leaves me with no doubt that you are all getting the role-playing bonus experience points for this session. No doubt at all. I could not ask for a better role-playing experience than what we
Minerva
just
doesn't
had.
even understand why we're here. He's like, he's a grown man. He can make decisions on his own, surely.
Who in the group is in favour of Minerva doesn't understand being a metric that anything of any value is considered by?
Hey, that's why she's going along. She's like, well, I don't know anything, so whatever. Whatever. So, take us to this Geffin then.
Take us to your old
Leader.
friend, leader.
Now, just leave your weapons in the tent and the outside before we go into the tent. Nah, I'm joking.
Okay, where is Mr. Decrepitude?
Mr. Decrepitude.
He's old.
Uh-huh.
I think you're taking that a bit literally.
That's, yes,
Look,
correct.
Aaron's recently rewatched Guardians of the Galaxy and went,
Oh, no.
Drax is who I want to play.
Never want to play
I can understand that.
So,
Right, hang on a second. Where did I put his image? Have I lost his image? Can't find for the life of me.
God, you should have at least offered a
Keep-
sale first.
Keep thinking, Grell. Keep
There it
thinking,
is.
keep thinking.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't look that old. I've seen older.
Okay, so when Ujiquan, after that very welcoming and emotion-filled reunion with his companions,
I'm gonna smack him down once we're out of here, but like for now, it's fun.
takes you to see Geffin. Geffin is, quite busy. He's sitting at a large desk or a large table. There are many people gathered around it. He's talking to them. There are papers on the desk. He will see you approach and he will wave you away dismissively, but hold up 2 fingers as he does so.
Okay.
Don't
I
worry,
guess
he
that
tends
means
to
we're
treat
waiting.
all the Muppets like this.
Oh, that's nice.
You're with us.
Yeah, nothing in life worked out like I'd hoped.
He will return to
Wow, all
his,
right.
he will return to his conversation with the people around the desk, and then after a couple of minutes, assuming that you don't approach, he will get up. He will, clasp on his sword, belt and buckle on his sword, and head on over.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could just wait. And also, does anyone has a drastic need to find out what the hell's going on quickly?
Afternoon, Jaquan. These are your companions, are they?
I'm pretty sure it's quite possible all of them are now shape-changing magic ogres, but honestly, I don't think we're that lucky. So it's probably them, which is the worst of the options.
Wow, I really feel the love.
The endorsement is just
Hey.
ringing in my ears.
Every single one of you has gone from, I don't know, he might be the ogre, to be like, no, that's Dequad.
Okay, very well. So, for your... I apologise for taking Jaquan away from you when you were all out performing whatever it was that you were performing. But I wanted to get him here so I could talk to him. Unfortunately, I have had not as much time as I had otherwise previously hoped for. But now that you're here, I can ask of you a very important matter. But we must do so in private. My tent is free, so come on in. It's getting late. We'll have supper, an early supper, and some ale. And I will regale you with a few tales and offer you not a inconsiderate amount of money to do a small task for me. Are you acceptable with this?
Sounds good to me.
Sure.
Sure.
Very good. I am Geffin. I am one of the paymasters in this mercenary company. I am actually the head paymaster, so I control most of the funds, and I can be of benefit to you as a friend and an ally. I know Jaquan from many, many years ago, and he has grown considerably since I once saw him previously.
Jaquan flexes.
Not the young whippersnapper that I used to know, but yes, still has the same sardonic wit. Please, enter my tent and we shall discuss things. And then he'll turn to one of the servants nearby and he'll mention a few things and they'll run off. Okay. Please make yourself at home. You'll notice that there are a number of cushions spread around a small low bench. And there's some ale sitting on the table and some mugs. Now, I assume that you don't all drink ale, namely you're of elvish disposition. Would I be correct in that?
Indeed.
I drink ale.
Ah,
But
excellent.
you're weird.
He will then narrow his eyes at Minerva. Don't I know you from somewhere? No.
Do you?
No, maybe not. But we will get another drink anyway for the other one of elvish disposition.
Thank you.
Is wine okay?
Of course.
Very good. And he will send another runner out to come back shortly with some wine. Anyway, he will ignore the fact that he thought he recognized Minerva. And
It's okay.
he'll start just, looking at a small map that he pulled out of his, inside of his vest, and for a couple moments, and he'll roll it back up. So, I'm not sure what you know about this mercenary troop that has assembled here, but
Mostly just what fear-mongering the town has given us. To be honest, I don't really care what's going on, but I'm sure you'll give me a reason to.
I don't really care either. I'm a mercenary. When I say I don't care, I don't have completely an amoral outlook on life. I do want to make sure that my employer is not a perfidious bastard, but I still do what I do for coin. Now, that being said, the employer we have, I believe, is a perfidious bastard. You may have heard of him, you may have met him, Harino Quell.
Yes.
Runs the
Yes, we
silver
have.
mines. Now,
Dum dum dum.
why he has amassed this small force, I'm not entirely certain. We've been camped outside of the city now for some time, and there seems to be no real direction. The soldiers within, the mercenaries, grow restless. They want action, and if action is not forthcoming soon, I fear that there might be some action that they will create themselves. That said, I believe that Harino's ultimate goal is to place pressure upon Castellane within the city and the forces therein to achieve some political outcome that he is after. Now, I don't know entirely what that is, but I can only guess. I'm not too concerned, as I said, but we probably want to get to ahead of this. Now, I've had a few people out and about trying to, hang on a second, the food is here. And he will pause whilst the servants come in and start laying out copious amounts of stew and dry crusty bread.
Mm,
He will wait till they finish ladling it all out and setting the table, and then he'll wave them away before he continues.
while they do that, I'm like, guys, you got to try this. It's at least half nameable meat.
Oh wow!
Mm. Mm.
Not sure why we want to eat pets.
Now, anyway, I believe, as I said, Harino is trying to make some political play. That by the by, there will probably be some kind of unfortunate incidents that will occur at some stage. The mercenaries grow restless. They still get paid, but they're going stir crazy. However, I believe that ultimately, as I said, I've had my spies out and about. I don't like to get involved in too many things without at least having some indication as to the ultimate play here. There is something within the slaughter scar. I believe my wanderings throughout the city, as I've gone through the city, and I believe I met you all at one stage when Jaquan tried to pretend he wasn't who he was when we ran into you some many weeks ago.
Ah, yes.
Good times.
I remember that. That was all good.
The slaughter scar holds some secret within a inverted tower. Now, it is my belief that Castellane and Harino Quell are after something that's in that tower. Slowly but surely they've been trying to find the tower. I believe I know where it is, but I'm not exactly sure what it is that they're after. Now, I don't really know exactly what to make of all this. I'm a soldier by trade, and I'm not really much of a spy master, but I think good coin could be had for many of us if we could get to the tower first. I'm not trying to turn against my employer because my employer has made no direct mention of the tower, and Castellane, I don't believe, has really pushed for it over these many years. But it's there, and we can make some resources available to you. Look, eventually there might be some war to be had, there might not be, but if you're interested in going towards this tower and trying to find out what it is and where it is and what it does, then we can help each other out. I don't want to be a soldier for my whole life, and if there's a chance to get out and make some good coin in the process, then perhaps we can do so and come to an arrangement.
Well, we certainly have heard that our friend Quell has designs upon Summerton and the Valley at large, and this would be consistent with what we've heard from you. So perhaps that this thing in the slaughter scar is the key to it all. Though I hear that it's a rather dangerous region.
I have sent a number of people towards it. Not my own men here. I went in and got some from within the city. Only one has returned. Many of them actually didn't want to go anywhere near the slaughter scar. The one that returned did indicate that it was full of despicable monsters and creatures and degenerates. Escaped with just the skin of his teeth, I believe. But that said, there is something within. He made mention of some strange structure that he saw in a blasted landscape of black charred stone, dead in the center. I believe this is the inverted tower, or at least it is part of it, or a structure of similar nature. Now, as I mentioned...
Jaquan is going to wipe a tear from his eye there as he remembers just how much Mark would have longed to lick such a thing.
You sure it
Oh
isn't Mark?
no.
The strange information that he did bring back, and I did question him about this, the slaughter scar seems to be devoid entirely of obelisks. Not one seems to permeate its surface. Now, the ground is a labyrinth of twisting mazes, apparently, of rocks and the like, blasted landscape that it is. It would be difficult to find this tower, this inverted tower. I believe it is some 100 or so feet deep below the ground it travels, maybe more. I think that much of what is happening is based around this tower. The map that I have and the information did not come cheap, and I did have to misappropriate some funds to obtain it, so I didn't take... It was no small risk that I undertook, and I don't want to engage just regular soldiers. I want adventurers and people I can trust. Now, finding adventurers that
Sorry
I can trust...
to interrupt, but you are confident of this accuracy then?
I believe it to be as accurate as can possibly be guaranteed, which is not 100%, but it is with good information that it has come to me. Now, as I was about to say, finding adventurers that I can trust is... it's hard, very hard. But when I ran across Jaquan and in the city those many weeks ago, and even though he pretended to be someone he wasn't, I recognized him for who he was, and I can trust
We've
Jaquan.
discussed this, Geffin.
You are among friends here, your friends, and I hope your colleagues.
Harsh, man, harsh.
Who abandoned who?
You abandoned us.
We left a message.
But as I was saying, when I saw Jaquan, I realized that there might be an answer amidst all this chaos to the questions that I had not yet asked. And here you are. People I hope I can trust by association with someone I know I can. What say you?
Well, we certainly have a shared interest in not letting the valley fall into war. That's we can say that much.
Yes. War may be inevitable. War may not be inevitable. Who knows? I hear there is issues with the elves of Shilshanek. I have not yet met them, but there has been one that I have seen wandering about.
Farda, perhaps?
Yes, I believe that's her name.
Yes, we know of her. She's extremely dangerous.
I have
If she
heard.
wants us dead, if she wants someone dead, one would be dead.
All in favour of calling her the Devil Wears Varda?
So, there is no immediacy upon this task. If you wish to set out for it, then all the better, but I understand if you have other arrangements and engagements at hand. I had merely wished to try and engage you to gather your trustworthiness, I guess you could say, and your potential for undertaking this task. It will be dangerous, no doubt. It will be rewarding, I am sure, if you survive, and if we all survive the oncoming darkness.
As long as it's not an oncoming storm. Al,
Sorry?
as long as it's not an oncoming storm.
Indeed. In case we should all run.
Mm-hmm.
Are you acceptable of these things I offer you? This
Sean, what say you?
Should we possibly discuss this privately?
Absolutely, I can leave if you wish.
You can trust Geffin as much as you trust me.
Okay.
That isn't saying
Maybe he should leave the room then.
Geffin smiles. Now, I have yet to mention the payment. Unfortunately, I could not offer you much in the way of payment because, as I mentioned, I had to misappropriate a great many funds to get the information at hand. I believe that the tower contains many treasures, however, and I am willing to split them with you. I would take an equal share, even though I would be a silent partner, since I have undertaken much of the work to get the
You supply the
information.
map.
Of course, you're the one who's gathered us all here and actually done the work, so we know what the hell we're doing, rather than just wandering in blindly.
Absolutely.
That does help.
And
So
I
we
can
say-
provide you with some assistance as well, since the position that I hold is not one of of insignificance. I can also
like
possibly stem
guns.
the tides of what is growing around you, to shield you somewhat from it, or to give you information that might hinder your search.
Hmm.
As I said, there is no immediate requirement for you to undertake this, but as the days wear on, that urgency may grow greater. But as you have asked for a little bit of privacy to discuss this amongst yourself, I am more than willing to give you as much time as you would need. Please feel free to enjoy the hospitality of my tent. You may stay here tonight if you wish. It is quite comfortable. The divans and the cushions are of the most comfortable quality that I could obtain. And I will give you your due. And with that, he will stand up. If you wish to have any other beverages or food, there is a bell. Feel free to ring it, and one of the servants will be instructed to obtain for you what you will, within reason, of course. Anyway, it was good to make your acquaintance. I'm sorry, I must get back to my undertakings.
Now, if you guys need me as well, obviously you can ring the bell to do that. And as Geffin and I are wandering away, you hear me say, "See, I told you taking the good booze out of your tent to put in mine was the wise idea."
Wait, you're not staying?
I
We're not
wasn't
talking to you.
sure if you wanted to talk to me or
Yes, of course
discuss
I did.
without me. Very
I mean,
well.
I
Yeah,
want
but
to.
why
Does
did I
anyone else want to kick him out?
We'll talk about him, but we'll do it in his front of him.
Yeah.
Minerva wants to.
Minerva doesn't care. She's got a nail.
Yeah, fine. but not your friend. So very sad.
Sorry, I did not see you guys whispers, because again, they're not showing up on the thing. So I'm going to answer whispers now as well.
Hey, Minerva.
Mm.
Okay.
God. It doesn't. The text does not match the picture whatsoever.
It's one of the more disturbing things. And I'm saying that beneath a picture of a furless tickle me elbow.
Anyway, first off, Lenza will walk up to Kruber and ask him, "Dude, what the hell? You've led us on a wild chase across half the bloody valley because you decide, oh yeah, let's get on a boat and leave."
Look, Geffin is someone I owe. And as I'm sure you were told by the party members who remained behind to tell you where we'd gone, it took a little bit of convincing for me to come here. But we have a chance here to not only help out a friend of mine, but make the big time, and either, depending on how the party goes, honestly, I can see it falling either way, avert terrible war and the deaths of hundreds, if not thousands, or, have some lols.
You see, I wouldn't be so annoyed as if you had left a message, because we got nothing. Whether that was
we
whether
did
that was
leave
your
a message.
or someone else's, then that's entirely possible. But
Are
that was
you
the main
sure
concern.
you looked under the rock? We
Yes,
left the
we
message
did.
under the rock.
Yes, we did. There was nothing there, which is why it took so long for us to get back to reach both Theodore and the camp, and then get back here.
I
Unless that
assume you
message
guys
is
had
super
just
subtle.
left. No, it was the standard message we were doing. I did wonder why you guys picked a rock that was under the eaves of the trees in the creepy forest, but that's fine.
Look, I wouldn't have been surprised if they took it just to mess with us, but still.
Yeah.
Again, I know we don't split the party, even though we did, but you really split the party. You split into three groups, not even two.
Technically, I'm the only one who remained where I was. The rest of the party split from me.
And not until you broke away from Thedar and what's his
I
name?
stayed where I was. I have not moved out of where I've been the entire time. The rest of you have left me.
Oh dear.
Okay. Splitting hairs aside, what does everyone else think of it? This, if nothing
I don't
else,
know,
we get to loot a whole bunch of stuff here. This sounds pretty good, and what the
What's
worst
Minerva
case is.
nailing?
Just nailing writing cool. I nailed it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I thought that was code.
Okay, that's fair enough. It's okay. Yes, yes. Zeltarnin isn't the best typist, maybe, or speller. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm a speed person, and that's no good.
Speed over accuracy.
Should do less amphetamines.
Is this the point where I note that I got a bottle of Coke for this evening that had Molly on it? Because that was funny.
So just to sum up, Griffin's offer, he's going to give us a map so we can go and kill shit and get lots of loot.
Yeah, and maybe some supplies.
You're not
Now,
entirely.
when he says he wants to be an equal partner, does that mean he takes half and we have to split the other half, or he?
No,
is just one of the-
Geffin would be looking for a fifth or a sixth
He
of
said,
what we're making.
he said an equal share.
Yeah. So it's equal with any one of us.
Fair enough.
Okay, I could deal with that. Actually, that's not terrible. That would lead.
As I said before, he's the one who actually has done all the hard work, pretty much. Well, not the hard work, but the work that we couldn't do.
The expensive book work that doesn't involve dying.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it's not in our area of expertise whatsoever.
Also, if you look at our hit point totals, a few paper cuts, and we as a party will TPK.
Well, to be fair, he's got the money. We don't, so we have to use our lives as collateral.
Indeed.
Perhaps the ultimate collateral.
Perhaps. I mean, we could. I mean, the worst case is we have to just, he's actually doing this on behalf of Quell, and we have to somehow destroy what we found there, or make sure it doesn't fall into his hands. Indeed.
An ancient vampire. Dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Or an
No.
ancient evil, because that's ever happened before.
I'm concerned it's
Perhaps
going
on
to be
this
a more
continuity.
recent vampire. Oh, Mark, how did we know you were coming back?
Well, that'd be a neat trick considering you're apparently carrying his soul. Or at least according to our other friend.
Maybe?
You probably
I mean-
do something about that. That can't be good. Maybe we should
No.
go on some sort of Star Trek 3 kind of adventure. That'd be fun. Who do we have to destroy, though?
It just makes me not only a better person, but more of a person than the rest of you.
True. Well, I guess two
True.
souls in your head doesn't hurt, I guess?
Who said they were
Maybe?
in my head?
I don't know.
Is that where elves keep their souls?
I don't know. I'm a human. I can tell you.
Better spot than the heart or whatever sappy stuff.
Oh, the knee.
The knee.
I mean, what else would you keep in your knees?
Is that why
Kneecaps.
adventurers retire when they get hit? Get an arrow to the knee.
No, it's because they're handicapped.
Or get kidney punched by some guy in yellow spandex. Angry regenerating Canadian in yellow spandex.
Why on earth did Hugh Jackman not sign up for more films where he got to play angry Canadian guy, regenerating Canadian guy in spandex? That's an amazing pitch.
Hmm. It is a pity. It was pretty damn good as Wolverine. Okay, back to the game. Short answer is, I'm in. We'll have to see what happens when considering with what we actually do find. But I'm in.
Can we do our other quest first?
Yeah.
I
I was
mean,
definitely
of course.
this definitely sounds to me like hashtag metagaming to get a couple levels, then go into Solar Scar, because what we've heard is rather unpleasant.
Yeah,
And,
Scott,
you know,
bad times.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not happy to just go on there with just us five. We probably need some kind of backup, whether that's from the mercenaries that Geffin has at his disposal, or the town, or just whatever else.
I mean, we have one mercenary.
Yes, but like that's still taking on the entire Slaughter Scar for an operation this big.
We need a bigger boat.
Well, at least
Yeah.
need a supply train that's somewhat guarded.
But
The
also,
hell is that
wouldn't that alert other people that what we're doing? He wants sort of a very more low key approach to this, I would assume.
Hello?
Yeah, what was that?
Can you hear us?
Yep.
I've just lost Roll20, so I was just wondering if...
Oh, right.
You've dropped out of Roll20.
Who has?
Taos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, he has.
He closed that tab by accident.
Sorry. Just about every single person in the game is sending me whispers at the moment.
I feel left out.
Now, remind me what I type.
So yes,
praise the-
I'm listening to you guys on the periphery whilst typing messages to everybody.
You just whispered to him right out.
I should do that now.
Anyway, so to recap, while all this is going on, basically what he wanted to do is to go into the Slaughter Scar, kill whatever we come across, and find this tower that may or may not be actually in there.
Yeah, I think killing stuff will be a bit of an incidental, but yeah, he definitely wants something in the tower which would quote unquote influence the whole course of this valley.
So does he want the actual, like, does he want to secure the tower, or does he want something from inside the tower?
I believe there's something from inside the tower. That's my understanding.
I
The
think
implication was
we
that
will
we-
find it. We'll know it when we find it.
Okay. But that's what I was wondering. Is this a mission to, like, clear the Slaughter Scar and secure it as a base, or is it to
Nope.
go get in, get something, get out?
No, definitely an
one.
extraction.
Yep, cool. Okay. Because I was going to say,
Yeah.
if it's a clearing thing, we're going to need like the entire mercenary company to probably come with us and get
And
that done.
then some.
No, but he's trying to avoid his employer is looking for something in this tower, and he wants to find it first to make money to sell it to his employer or something similar.
Or
So he's
to
trying to get ahead
deprive his
there.
employer of having
Or to
Yeah,
deprive
because-
his employer of it.
Yeah, because you could
So
easily
it's
say,
not like he's going to be able to move 500 mercenaries down there to do it, because his employer will know straight away something's on the thing. He wants a small group to go in,
He's
do
also
this thing on the sly.
he's also the paymaster. He can't tell the mercenaries where to go. He's not
No.
the mercenary captain.
Well,
Yeah.
that too.
so yes, we're sufficiently expendable and sufficiently deniable, but but we're also off his books.
That's correct, which is why he's not paying us directly. He's saying he'll let us take a bunch of the whatever we find.
Yeah.
So I was under the impression that he had a map to this tower that was part of his, down payment.
That's about right.
He would at least have some intel from that scout anyway, which is a good.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he'd give us a good place to stay.
Yeah.
You did your whisper wrong.
Damn it!
What?
What's wrong with Minerva?
I mean, isn't that why Minerva dropped out before we all vote kicked her?
Oh,
Can you whisper to all but one?
I don't think so.
If you can, it just would have been sad.
Alright, so the general consensus is that yes, you're going to do this. Is that correct?
Yes, but not
I
just.
believe so.
Okay.
Rail.
Yes?
No.
We all need to whisper to Grail right now.
That doesn't work.
I've had to remove from visibility the
Chat.
the chat because I'm logged onto two computers. The one I'm recording on, I'm logged on as a player. I do not see your whispers to me, which is why I didn't see those whispers initially from some of the players. I only see them on my laptop, which I'm logged into as a DM, but it had gone into sleep mode. So I finally found them. But when I whisper to the player, my whisper appears on my desktop. So
okay.
half the conversation would be recorded, so I've had to remove that.
Okay.
Is anyone after any information, or are you happy with what you've got, or...
yeah. This seems
Well,
good. We just gotta go
has
north.
Geffin come back?
No, well, he's probably going to wait till we're done.
Yeah, he offered
as in
us
tomorrow.
the tent for the night, so.
Yeah, pretty much. I think we should probably go into the city. Like, I mean, as much as this guy seems friendly, I'm not too comfortable about staying in the middle of the mercenary camp. I prefer to be surrounded by people I can easily beat up.
We've already paid for rooms in town anyway.
You guys got me one,
Right.
right?
Look, you can always share.
You're volunteering then.
No, God no. But yeah, I think we should. I think we've been told multiple times to hurry up and get to the Grove of Icicles. So we should probably finish off that at least, and then once that's done, we can head back here and start preparing for this. Maybe.
We've also
Yeah.
got the tower to clear too.
The keep.
Yeah, the Lucanic Creep. We could possibly go back there. I don't know whether our weapons would actually be enough to make a difference, but
One way to find out.
Well, two ways. I'd say maybe we can find someone in Somerton who might know something about beings of that nature who could tell us if our weapons were effective. Like, potentially, if we have some sort of magical weapon, yeah, maybe it might be better, but who knows?
We could
What
go
sort
and
of
ask
beings are
kindly.
in?
We could always ask kindly Ollery.
Yeah.
Well, what sort of being was in there before? I wasn't part of the group when you did it at first.
Oh, I think it was some sort of banshee, from memory.
It was a spectral thing that appeared dead.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was definitely spectral. Our mundane weapons had no effect.
As a holy man, would I know anything about this sort of thing, bro?
There are lots of spirit-type undead creatures. Some are weak and do nothing but, scare little kids by doing bumps in the dark, etc. But others are evil, malicious, malignant spirits capable of completely destroying a human or a mortal, draining their essence, withering their body, their bones, possibly even doing something to their spirit themselves.
Like the one we have in the keep.
Yeah, the information that you have probably it seems to be indicative of the latter more than the former, but you don't have that much information, considering the fact that these guys were a bit scared at the time and decided to bug out pretty quickly.
Just for the record, the moment this entire campaign jumped the shark is when Henry defeats it by blessing Sean's urine while he's doing it on the ghost.
Okay, thanks for that.
Just say that's jumping the shark for the campaign.
Okay.
No.
Let's put it in a bottle first, really.
Not
That's
the worst
right.
idea we've had.
I gotta be too close if it's not in a bottle first.
So, are we staying the night in the camp, or are we
I think we should.
exfiltrating?
I think we should find.
Geffin.
Yep. And then say, yeah, we agree to this, but we can't do it immediately, but we're definitely on board.
Seems like a reasonable approach.
Mm-hmm.
Are we sure we want to take a reasonable approach? It could damage our reputation.
Yes.
That is true.
I'm quite happy to because I've been asking for that for ages.
Yeah.
Fine,
better
we
than
can
a
try
price
it
with.
once.
Cool.
Alright.
Let's go find Griffin then and let him know
Geffin.
that we are on board.
Geffin, he's not a half eagle, half lion creature.
Griffin, sorry.
Nor,
I mean, it'd be much cooler if he was.
nor a big fat man with glasses who goes and whose first name's Peter.
Giggity.
Alright. You can leave the tent. You can go wandering around the camp looking for Geffin. You notice that your presence poses a few questions for the mercenaries. They will generally stop what they're doing and look up at you. It does seem to be quite a deal of simmering tension in the camp. It does seem to be that Geffin spoke true, that these mercenaries are not interested in just playing camp out. They're itching for a fight. But you can navigate the camp without any real issue. Jaquan's been here for enough time now that he's become accepted. Geffin is back where you found him. He is talking to a few other people at this time. He seems to be marking off things in a ledger and counting on an abacus. He will stop what he's doing when he sees you, and he'll wave the people that are with him away this time and motion you over.
Cool.
I will give him the secret handshake.
Okay? You lean over and plant a big sloppy one right on his face.
Nah.
Why is that weird?
Have you come to a resolution?
We have. We're in.
Excellent.
We're in.
Excellent.
It's on.
Excellent. Right, well, then we probably shouldn't discuss anything further here, feel free to make use of my tent for the night as you wish. It's your tent for the night. I have other things to do.
Sadly, Geffin, the Eagle Wheel adventurers are scared of the big bad mercenaries.
Fuck's sake.
So
Can I-
they want to go back to town.
Very well. Then you will be at whereabouts? Do you wish, actually, when do you wish to meet up next? As I said, there is no great urgency for this, but as each day passes, that urgency may grow more, because if I have found this information out, and I have not been searching long, though I have, maybe an underground contact or two, you can bet that the other people who are looking
Mole people, neat.
So, if you have other things to do, I understand completely. I can either meet you somewhere, or you can return here. Hopefully no conflict has broken out in that time.
Lenza, how long do you think will be?
Oh. How long would we normally... Sorry, Grail, could we get the map of the valley back up?
Yes. Give me a moment.
Because I will mention to him that we do have some business that we have to attend to right now. Actually, we were in the middle of before this came up. So,
Yeah.
so to the Grove of Icicles, it's got like what? Where's my ruler? It's about what 45 miles.
And that's in
How long
straight
would that
line.
take? Yeah, going on the road.
So
how long
probably
would
at
that take?
50.
So you can do if you right click, you can bring up the.
Yep.
So it's about 50 odd miles, give or take. Traveling across a road, on the road you can do 20 odd miles a day without too much problem. You should be able to
So
get
3
there.
days up, 3 days
3
back.
days. Yep.
So probably, I'm going to say give us another 4 days for the sake of it. It's probably a week and a half. Does that sound reasonable to everyone else? Like,
Yeah.
until we get
Yep.
the 4 days gives us enough wiggle room to get completely sidetracked and do something else too.
Hopefully, when we get to the wild goose chase by this Sebastian Vaden's patron.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll definitely tell them a week and a half to 2 weeks, but like shouldn't be any longer than that.
You're really on an Elmo fetish tonight, aren't you?
It's called personal development. And yes.
Cool. Alright, well, in a week and a half, you wish to come back here, or do you want me to meet you somewhere?
Guys?
I'm thinking. I guess we can come back here. That'll be easy enough. You're probably going to be around here, I assume.
Yeah.
So-
If we're outside the city, it'll be easier to approach the camp if anything's gone down.
And it's kind of on the way to the Slaughter Scar anyway, so.
Yup.
Very good. I will be here unless we have orders that push us in some direction, and currently I have not seen any indication that anything is about to happen, but these things can move quickly when other things are at play, and Castellane has been sitting quiet within his walls, and Harino has been off at Silvermont doing his thing, so who knows. But there are other vagaries and variables at play, the elves, as well as whatever else is going on. Now, you know about Magnus, correct?
Yes,
Yeah,
we had heard.
Yes, Magnus. What's going on there?
Magnus joined up with us not too long ago, and I quickly became reasonably good friends with him, especially after our conversations and stories led us to realize we had a mutual friend in Jaquan, and took it from there. Apparently, he was thought to be dead in a mine north of Krokar. But he wasn't dead. He was just grievously injured and fell into an underground river. He mentioned He mentioned
It
that
turns out only super lame dwarves die when they fall into a river in mines.
apparently he returned to Krokar, but there was too much suspicion upon him. They thought that he was an ogre, or at least in league with the ogre, and try as he might to prove his innocence, he felt it was best that he should leave. So he settled his accounts as best he could, and knowing that we were here, he returned, or he came here and sought employment. He's somewhere in the camp at the moment. If you wish, I could have him tracked down, but he is, at least for some of you, I believe, a known quantity, or at least he was, and a trustworthy fellow.
Yes.
Why
Of
not?
course. Well, in the short time I knew him, he seemed to be as trustworthy as you could get in that short amount of time.
Yeah.
Never met the guy, but heard he's dead, so bodes poorly.
He is here anyway, and look, he is on our books at the moment, mainly as a healer, but I'm sure that he would, if you finish your tasks elsewhere and return, he might yet decide that he would like to accompany you. He said, left your group when matters arose in Krokar that required his attention, but since he can't stay there now due to the suspicion, he is without cause. So, yes, he has mentioned to me that he would like to assist, and he is one of the few people that I think that I can trust. But anyway, I will not keep you any longer. If you wish to head back to Summerton, you might want to leave shortly. The sun is going to be dropping quite soon, and you'll need to get into the gates before they close them.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to worry anybody by not being where we were supposed to be. Let's get back to the tavern.
Just before we go, if you do get called off on business, leave a message at the inn
Sly
for
wink.
us, the Sly,
Sly Wink.
Sly Wink, of where you think you'll be, and we'll come and find you there.
Very good, I will do so.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for this.
Yes. We appreciate your hospitality is appreciated.
It was nice to meet friends of Jaquan, and hopefully once we get our arrangement underway and we move forward, I can consider you friends as well instead of merely acquaintances. I look forward
You always
to that day.
warned me I'd come to a bad end. Here it is.
Those who live by the sword often end upon its edge.
Which is why I do not use a sword.
Which is why I'm looking for a payday. Anyway, I shall let you return to the city. Good evening.
Farewell, for now.
Farewell.
Sweet. There's somebody I want to talk to in that bar. Let's go.
Always no rush. Cool. I guess we head back.
You can head back and you can get into the
Yep.
city. The city is your plaything.
Oyster.
I throw a ball at it?
What was that, sorry?
I throw a ball at it.
Sure. Alright. Are you heading straight back to the Sly Week? Is there anything else you wish to do? Evening is starting to settle down. Dusk is here. The city streets are being quite quickly emptied and cleared. People aren't out after dark because, you know, that's what suspicious folk do.
Yeah, people get murdered in the streets here.
Yeah. Yep.
And I hear their coats are not even left with them.
Not only they murdered, they're stripped naked.
Yeah. Not just the boots.
But the women and children too.
Not sure.
God, so many bloody ammo. Why are there so many? I wouldn't. I mean, I guess it's like popular and shit.
The
Oh,
internet.
believe me, there
I
are
believe the
more
answer is
than
the
ones.
internet.
Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you killing?
Hopefully no one. And I believe our plan was to retire to the Sly Wing
Mhm.
for hopefully a quiet night.
Okay.
For a slow wink,
The,
apparently.
the Sly Wink, as you approach, is quite bawdy tonight. It was quiet before when you were there. Okay. Do you guys wish to have a separate voice channel to discuss this? And
Probably would be good, but we can wait till everyone else has got done their stuff if they want to do anything else tonight.
sure. It is quite
Which separate voice channel? Who?
none of your concern.
Mmm. Mmm.
None of your concern.
Mysterious.
Who's stabbing us in the back this time?
No one
Hashtag Minerva.
has anyone
Minerva doesn't even.
It's
have backstab.
definitely Sean.
has anyone ever stabbed anyone in the back in any of my games?
Yes.
Every single one of them.
Well, that's a great track record.
The greatest,
Yeah.
the greatest
does
enemy.
Craig count?
Yeah, Craig kind of counts because you thought he was, hoodwinking you as best he could. But the greatest enemy generally is the one that you think is a friend.
Mm-hmm.
But when I say just about every game, not everyone, but just about everyone. But there's difference between backstabbing and backstabbing. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just slightly different goals and agendas. Why? Anyway.
Oh, the Y was for the GIF.
Okay. I thought he was reading all his wishes again.
Why? No.
I feel that anyone listening to this on YouTube will have the context lost, and perhaps this is not a bad thing.
I mean,
That-
we'll all remember it.
That
Who else is going to watch it?
That Bert and Ernie gif is awesome.
Except this is all of our eyeballs right now.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Fuck's sake.
That's
Okay.
a reasonable distance.
Cool.
Right.
Footprint is
So
awesome.
anyway,
He was greased up too much.
the Sly Wink is quite bawdy tonight. It was pretty quiet when you were here previously, but it is quite loud. There is, a small band playing. And, there's someone playing a hurdy-gurdy, a few people on string instruments, and one or two on wind instruments, playing some live and quite energetic music. People are drinking, singing. There's some, backslapping and telling and the like going on in here, as well as a little bit of arm wrestling, some gambling.
So the usual for the slow wink.
It is really rafters packed tonight, though.
Has the
Oh,
half
lovely.
elf gone?
No, she is standing off in the corner talking to someone at the moment.
Missed your chance.
That's right. Somebody else is going to hire her. Dang it.
Maybe.
Just
I'll
take
just
that chance,
eavesdrop
man.
on this conversation. What are they talking about? I mean, it's packed, right? It's not like there's any free spots not to be close enough to listen to what they're
Yeah,
talking about.
you just happen to,
Sidle over there with a drink. There was a space.
That's who she's talking to.
I
Well,
assume,
that's gonna go well.
I assume you didn't mean the GIF.
Oh, Willowbroad. No, I'm not going over there.
No, I think you should, Minerva, because I'm looking for you're hitting on roll and end up in a relationship with Willowbroad.
You
I
roll,
really
Fine,
don't
I'll
know
head over.
you roll poorly.
who cares for anyone apart from himself.
Willibrod will spy you walking across as he is talking to this large statuesque. And did we lose someone again? We only have
Yeah, it
four-
was me. I'm coming back.
This large statuesque warrior. Ah, hello, he will say. Radney, let me introduce a friend of mine. And he will try and wave over the barkeep. And I'll go get some drinks. Radney, please meet Minerva. I'll be back in a moment. And he'll flash you a big smile, Minerva, as he walks past. You do notice as he goes past, he pats someone on their back and lifts their coin purse as he does so.
Freak. Alright. I'll talk to Brodney and just ask what tool tales he's been spinning.
Alright. Whilst Minerva is going to talk to Radney, is anyone else interested in doing anything?
What's the time of night currently?
It's early evening.
Okay, it's not too late. Cool.
No, it's not too late. It's starting to get dark. People are off the streets, except for those people who are making their way here for a drink, or a meal, or both. Again, this is mostly an adventurers / mercenary tavern. You don't get regular folk in here.
Are there any mercs that I know from the camp?
There's one or two.
Did I have friendly
We'll say yes.
interactions? Okay. I'll walk over to one of them, slap them on the back, and when they stand up, we'll headbutt each other as a sign of greeting.
You do that. Alright. They'll be quite happy to see you and they'll buy you a drink. These are not the more violent ones, so they would probably be starting a fight if they were in here. And it generally isn't all the mercenaries that come into the city. Most of the regular mercenaries don't get the time off or have the coin really to come in here. They stay in the camp and drink there. Willibrod will go to the bar and he'll order some drinks. He'll spot all of you and he'll smile as he walks through, waving, etc. As he gets towards you, Lenza, he'll throw you a little purse.
Why?
Because you just stole it off somebody in the freaking bar.
Did I see that or no?
No, we'll say you didn't because...
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. So I will then automatically assume he's stolen this off someone and to make pains to hide it so it's not obvious like last time.
He will smile and wink and have a bit of a chuckle, and he'll yell out, for previous grievances. Anyway,
Right.
wine for you, Lenza, as usual.
No, am I over there? I wasn't going anywhere near Willibrod.
He's walking towards the bar, so he's done this as he's spotted you all.
Oh,
He's
right.
walking through the crowd.
I will shake my head.
Fair enough. He will start ordering. Jaquan is with his mercenary friends. Minerva is with Radney. Sean and Hypatia. The place is quite busy. You do notice Hypatia and Sean, if you have a good time to scan around, and Lenza also, because you aren't previously engaged with someone that you've headed directly for, that also in the bar at the moment, you'll see off to the side is Brother Tobias, who is a member of the Brotherhood of the Silver Dagger. He is talking to a couple adventurers. One is a dwarf that you've seen before around the place who goes by the name of Call. He is in quiet discussion.
Yep.
All right. Radney,
Does she speak Elvish? Common Elvish?
are you going to try and speak Elvish?
Yes, that's how I would have greeted her. Just in Common Elvish.
She
So
will...
before you get into that, I'm just going to say I'll probably go grab a drink or something and then just hover around and try to listen on and see what people are discussing, see if there's anything interesting that I've that I'm hearing about? Any discussions about the mercenaries outside, or
Sure, it's quite...
blah 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 blah?
Sure, as I said, it's quite loud. You won't be able to... So who are you trying to hover around? What kind of area? What kind of people? Because you won't be able to hover around everyone at the same time and hear everything, because there is a
Yeah,
lot
no,
of
no, I
background
don't
noise.
assume it's all background noise. Possibly, what kind of groups are in here?
So there are a few mercenaries. You do see... I'll bring up... You've seen Cole before, the guy who was talking to
Brother Tobias.
Brother Tobias. So that's Cole.
Yes.
You just see a few other adventurers that seem to be... There's small groups of adventurers. There's probably about 20 adventurers and maybe about half as many mercenaries in here, as well as a few others that look to be maybe thugs slash rivermen and riverwomen, people who run the boats, etc. So all told, you might have about 40 to 50 people in here at the moment.
Cool, no worries. I'll focus my attention on, I guess, the adventurers and, to a lesser extent, the mercenaries. Just trying to see what they're thinking of the situation. Then, cool.
Sure. Okay.
Anyway,
Do I notice Minerva going over to chat?
Yeah, because she, as soon as you entered in, basically made a straight beeline there.
When I realise she's actually coming to apologise to my friends and wander over towards her, just to be in range to coup de grace her if she needs a less painful end.
Coup de grace who? Hradney or Minerva?
Oh, Minerva.
Okay.
Hradney's done nothing to me.
Okay. I thought you might less painful end because she was going to be talking to Minerva. Okay. Very well.
Fair.
Okay, so here's what's basically going to happen. I'll just start with Lemza. The mercenaries and the adventurers. It seems that there is a lot of stuff going on with down near... There's a call, it seems, for adventurers to head to Kelsbury's Rest. Lots of money to be found down there, as well as you hear there's a bit of scuttlebutt and a bit of talk about increased activity around the slaughter scar. Still no one has accepted the job to go and hunt the Titan, not the Titans, the Goliaths up near Mount Titania. At least no one has successfully managed to do so. That job is actually increased in value considerably, and people are talking about maybe getting a group together and going up there because going with only a handful seems to be bad luck.
not a good way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a few groups that seem to be trying to work out some kind of arrangement and see if they can trust each other enough. The mercenaries seem to just be talking about, wanting to know what they're going to be doing and why they've been camping outside the city for so long, and are they going further south. There seems to be miscommunication and misunderstanding amongst their ranks. Some of them think that they were camping outside the city merely as a staging ground before they headed further south into the wildlands. Apparently there were a few rumours running around among their number that they were going to go and try and attack an old elvish ruin, a city about 2 or 3 weeks south from here.
So is that... Oh, that's off the map, right?
It's off the map. It is in the wildlands, which has been reclaimed or claimed by monsters and degenerates. The large elven cities were basically 2A1 destroyed in the reckoning of the gods.
I think I know why we've been selected to go there. The degenerates.
For God's sake, the degenerates are goblins and orcs. So
at the moment they are.
They are. There also seems to be a bit of rumour and innuendo among the mercenaries that they aren't actually headed towards that ancient elvish ruin, but there is going to be a war with the elves in this valley that apparently the elves are getting a little bit antsy and have shut the borders of Shulshanek and preparing for war, and people are a bit worried about that. And the mercenaries are talking among themselves and arguing back and forth about what they're actually going to be doing. And you hear that there seems to be a bit of xenophobia towards the elves. It's not uncommon.
Well, yeah, I was going to say that's not unusual.
Yep. Especially considering the fact that they have closed their borders, supposedly. Rumour again. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But there is no doubt that there is growing angst between the elves and the rest of the valley. So that's basically what you will hear. Was Sean or Hypatia doing anything? Because I didn't get anything from you guys either before I move on to Hradny.
I did send a whisper, but I'm just going to sit in the quiet corner and people watch.
Okay, cool.
Quite corner, good luck with that. But cool, thanks, Crow.
Rightio. So Hradny will smile at you again. She doesn't actually respond in Elvish when you greet her in that tongue.
Aw. I will remove my great helm and just speak to her in common then, I guess.
She will smile again, nod. Hello, I'm Hradny de Fauché. And you are Minerva, I believe. I've heard much about you. And and not only that, but Willibrod just mentioned your name, so how are you? I have heard tell of you.
So, all good things, I hope. A little short on the details, though, I imagine.
Oh no, I've heard a few good things about you. A few not so good things, but the role and life of an adventurer is hard, and we do what we can to survive. I understand. It's fine. It's fine. So, what is it I can do for you? You came in before it got so rowdy, and I thought we were going to have a nice discussion.
Yes. I was hoping to have a nice discussion with you. You seem to be alone. Are you engaged with a group of adventurers at the moment?
I was engaged once, but with adventures and also with a devilishly handsome man, but unfortunately he met his end. But that aside, no, I am not currently engaged with anyone, but I'm not for hire if that is what you are after, or I am not looking to undertake any...
Team up?
Yeah, I'm not after any team up at the moment. I have a few irons in the fire, so to speak, to possibly come up with something. I believe you know Sir Etienne?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been speaking with Sir Etienne. It seems that we have a few things in common, so...
Oh, that's great. So Etienne's a great person.
Yes, and he mentioned yourself and some of your colleagues. Willibrod has been, from what I can tell, the standard pickpocketing, charming little git, but he has his worth.
I like her.
Here he comes now.
I'd like her more if she stabbed him in the face.
I mean, yes, but we can't all.
I mean, to be fair, Willibrod has been working for Sir Etienne, so he has served a purpose now. So, all right, well, that's good. It's good to know that there's another adventurer in league with Sir Etienne. We need all the friends we can get.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. And look, whilst I said I'm not really looking for a team up or to do things, if you need my assistance and the matter is dire enough, I could possibly lend you my axe, so to speak.
Ooh. Well, possibly. We have heard tell of something quite dangerous, but I think we're going to put it on hold for a while we gather our own strength.
Excellent, excellent. But I will be in the city for some time. My quest has taken me across many lands, across the ocean even. I have arrived here not that long ago. I'm just going to relax for a while. My legs are weary, and as is my soul.
Oh, you're out of town. I just hadn't seen you. I thought maybe you'd been out adventuring for a month. But you're new here.
Yes, I only arrived not that long ago. Yes, I come from somewhere quite far away.
Oh, you're not native to the valley.
Oh, no, not native
Who-
to...
Who's native to the valley? Is anyone native to the valley?
Yep.
Yeah, there's plenty of elves that are native to the valley.
Oh, they don't count. They're not people.
She's a half elf. Fine.
I think you mean she's a half person.
No.
Linda is literally a full elf, and that's her opinion of the rest of the race.
Very well. I'll just
Yes, I
drink
come
with
from...
her and maybe.
Yes, I come from another
Land down
place
under.
altogether. So, yes,
From
it's
the
taken me...
from the west.
No, I come from somewhere else. I'd rather not say exactly where I'm from, but
Fair enough. I wouldn't know it anyway.
it has taken me many, many years of travel to get to where I am now.
Well, I can only imagine years. Seems like a long time.
It has been. But it's good to meet you, and I shall share this drink with you. Thank you for the drinks, Willowbroad. Feel free to sit with us, and we shall regale some more. The evening is young, and I like to keep my eye on you.
Yeah. Fair enough. I do have an engagement though around midnight, so I'll take my leave then.
Very good. I'm sure we'll run into each other again.
Excellent. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. The rest of the evening, unless anyone wants to do anything in particular, will pass, as generally it will in a rowdy, raucous inn. There's a cacophony of noise blasting your eardrums from every direction. The food is good, the ale is good, the wine is good, the company is moderate in some regards. Your mercenary friends, Jaquan, will get up and leave at some stage, obviously heading back to the camp. They will yell out to you, just general grunts, etc., and wave and the like.
I look at them and beat my chest, and we all have a great big laugh.
Yep.
Anybody realize they've lost a purse?
Yeah, at some stage someone will realise they've lost a purse, and there will be a little bit of a set to, and but it's so noisy and it's so cumbersome, and there's so many people moving in and out that not much will come of it.
Yes, well, I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to bother this time.
Excellent.
You're
Terrible
very lucky.
people.
You're very lucky that you organised rooms beforehand, because otherwise you would be probably out of luck or all on top of each other in the common room on a single cot.
Lovely.
Bit
But
awkward.
yes, forward planning is nice.
Just for when Minerva sneaks.
You cut off there, man.
Just for when Minerva sneaks out.
He's got the I see you
that was the end
creeping.
of the sentence.
Yep. The GIF was the second half of the sentence.
Yes.
Ah.
That was the best part of the Justice League movie. That was fantastic. That.
What, Superman beating up the rest of them?
No.
Nah,
When
the credits were pretty good.
I mean, when the Flash was running past Superman, when Superman was going,
Yeah.
a bit crazy,
That was good.
and the Flash is just like, yeah, I'm running, and then it's like sees Superman tracking him with his eyes, and it's like just starts freaking out.
With good reason. Superman is busted.
Yep, but no one has ever tracked the Flash before, and the Flash is just like, how is this possible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, after a number of hours, the slow wink will die down and people will move to their rooms. Are you doing anything else, or do you just wish to
Go to sleep.
same bat time, same bat channel till to the morning?
Yeah.
That one.
All right.
Yes.
You wake up in the morning. You are fully intact. Your gear is intact. You're the like.
Was not being
Nice.
fully intact an option?
Who knows?
The awkward.
It's possible. But
It's better than you don't wake up.
Didn't two of you wish to wander off and have a chat?
Yes.
Indeed.
Should we go to a different channel? Wait, we've lost channels now? Oh no.
Yeah, yes, we do have multiple channels.
Do you wish to, if I was to...
I will create a channel.
I mean,
okay, we could've just used
we have 2 other channels right here. We don't need another.
Yeah, we can just go to rat squishing.
No. I'm creating a special channel for it.
Oh, this will be good.
Bonus channel
Oh,
for scum.
Scumbags. And they both went in that one. No one was making them.
Hey, can we just go in there and listen to them? Will they notice?
Yep, there we go.
Alright, so Henry was saying, should we just go in there? Will they notice? Feel free to have a discussion. I'm just here to listen and play mediator.
Okay.
You know, I was waiting for you to get in here because I was I didn't want to start without you. Funnily enough.
All right, so I leave the tavern, wait outside for a second. I assume
Cool. Lenson will probably just drop from upstairs at some point down next to you, or at least close to you.
All right,
And
so I
greet you.
assume we just use Thieves' Cant.
Pardon?
Are we using Thieves' Cant to
I
communicate?
mean, probably. I mean, that's it. If we both know it, why not? Just
Yep.
means that we can't even be eavesdropped upon by regular folk.
Yeah, so I was having a stroll at night, and I heard a tall man talking. What's happening? Isn't that how Thieves' Cant goes?
I mean, yes, technically. I'm just trying to. I'm always sorry, completely sidetrack. I won't be too long, but like, I've always had fun trying to imagine how it would actually work in real life.
There are examples of it
It's-
is an actual thing.
Yeah,
It is.
it's all like weird phrases, you know. Oh, I saw the boatman. Oh,
But it also involves
He said this.
gestures and like scratching
Yeah.
your nose or, that kind
absolutely.
of stuff, doing things whilst you're talking, and a lot of
Cool.
it is,
So it's just a whole lot of really, really ingrained learned stuff.
It's like sports. You know how sports calling works, where they're like calling plays and they will say a phrase, but they're also like touching various parts of their bodies at the same time and stuff. And that, certain parts of that mean something to the other person. That's what it's like.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Regardless, anyway, back to why I called you out here, Minerva.
this will also be recorded, but I might edit the video and take the sound out of this bit. So anyway,
We'll see how we go. It depends on what.
Sure. Hello.
Anyway, so over the past, I guess not days, but weeks. I mean, we haven't been in Summerton for a while, but I've noticed you've been acting a slight, not suspicious, but like out of the ordinary. Not in terms of your normal behaviour. And considering how well that went last time, someone was behaving. Just see the new channel.
What do you mean by outside my normal behavior? I mend stuff. That's about it. That's my normal behavior.
You men stuff.
Yeah.
So such a thrilling.
I cast 2 spells per day now. Is that what you mean? I have become more powerful.
No, that is not what I mean. You have been acting, I guess, again, for lack of a better word, suspicious, and I am just wanting to ensure that nothing is going wrong in regards to either on the normal end being some family trouble or some whatever else, and on the upper end being a shape-shifting horrible monster that wants to kill us.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm not a shapeshifter. That would be cool though. Pretty cool. Although not if I hoarded poison from other people. That would be uncool. Always share poison. Freaking rude.
Of course.
Yeah.
But yes, I just wanted to ensure there's nothing going on, because as the two more Morris, what's the word for it? There is a word for it.
Flexible.
Yeah, the more flexible of the members of this party. I'm quite happy to help if you do need it, and especially offer discreet help if you do need it.
Excellent. That'll be good if I ever find anything out about myself. Yeah. Stella told me to find you guys and follow you, and you'll lead me to my destiny. Power, wealth, information. One of those things. Maybe all 3. We'll find out. So I may need you for that at some stage, but at the moment it's just following you guys around and seeing what happens. Well, if I get bored, I may leave, but I think things are working out pretty well so far. Yeah, I'm having fun. I had some fun today. Picked up a few little trinkets.
Cool. No worries. Just want to double check. Again, as I'm sure we can agree, we want to avoid a repeat of the last time that a party member was acting a bit strange.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. I really think that when we meet up with Magnus, we should check that guy over. That sounds super suspect. Didn't he supposedly die at exactly the same place as Caradwin anyway?
Not the same spot. We're in different locations at the time because he was off in the west with Sorry, what was the town called, Grail?
Crocano, he was in the same
But didn't
mine.
he return to Silvermont or something?
No, it was in the mine where you guys lost Caradwin. He and a number of other,
Dwarves were killed,
yeah,
supposedly.
but you
Yeah.
never found.
Because we were searching for that. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
but you never found Magnus's body.
Exactly. So I'm like, seems suspect.
Cool. No worries. I mean, his story does add up, but yes, no, we'll see how. We'll have to see how that goes.
Did you not just have the cleric see if there was anything wrong with me? I can probably stick my hand in holy water or something. I've never done that. Could be interesting.
That's magic is unreliable at best, and
Potentially.
and it requires trusting the person who casts it.
Ah, wow. I think the cleric is suspect. He's like the most decent person I've ever met.
Exactly.
Oh, maybe Sir Etienne. He seems pretty nice.
Again, I've gotten by not giving anyone too much trust, and I intend to keep it that way. I also feel like a simple spell cannot tell the full story about anyone. At least not a creature such as what Caradron was turned into, or at least what was impersonating Caradron. That's a separate matter altogether. But I did not believe you or something like that. But it was more just the fact that yes.
I was acting strangely. I do miss Stella. I'm hoping that something will happen. If we do travel to the Sword Scar, hopefully we can meet up with her again. Oh, this is all because I just gave an item away. I do give items away sometimes. I like to make
No,
friends.
this was not because you gave an item away.
Oh, okay.
Also, what did you give away?
Just the wagon?
Oh, right. No, okay, no, that wasn't.
And
Bad,
the
don't worry.
pistol? I just give stuff away sometimes. What can I say?
Back soon.
I think we're done here then.
Excellent. I'll
Cool.
return inside and to
So,
bed.
but before you do back, do we want to act real suspicious or not? Because we could entirely
Yeah.
misdirect those other three.
Should we get a sack and just fill it with like some random hay and then, throw it out the window when we get into our room? Just so it looks like we did something? Is that what you're saying? The big score?
No, I think less that. We could just be I don't know. It was a
nods.
joke, but yeah, sly
I get
nods.
Excellent. Yes.
Cool.
Fly not out.
Thank you, Minerva. Have a good night.
You too.
As Lenza scrambles up the side of the
Side of the
slide wing
building.
again.
Cool. All right, we shall head back now.
Conscious things in there.
All right.
Yeah.
So the scumbags have done their scumbag thing.
Okay.
And we
And
walk
we
back
all
into the
wake up
tavern.
with daggers in our chest.
So I can
That's very
delete the
boring.
listening in voice channel then, because we won't need that.
Yes.
Cool. All right. You can bat channel till the morning. All right.
Where's that originally from?
Batman.
Batman
Is it Batman?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is Batman.
1960s Batman. Yeah.
with Adam West and Burt Ward.
Hmm.
Or, as I believe they want everyone to know, those two sex gods.
Mhm.
Possibly.
Okay.
Well, Adam West passed away, didn't he?
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you can wake up in the morning, you can do your ablutions. Did you want to do anything with that ring? You were talking about it before, Henry. You cast that one spell on it.
Yeah, I'll probably end up just trying it on and seeing if I turn into a toad or something.
All right, you try on the women's betrothal ring.
Does it
Nice.
fit?
You're not not that slim female, so
Slim fingered?
you're not as slim figured, and your fingers aren't as delicate as the type of person it
Can't
was
use
made
it as
for.
a pinky ring.
Maybe a Prince Albert.
Yeah, Prince Albert, exactly. That's the next go-to.
Okay, you've managed to get it on one of your fingers, and it is tight, but otherwise you don't turn into a toad, you don't explode, you don't turn into a skeletal monstrosity, you don't gain the power of ESP or teleportation.
Well, this
The
is entirely
lasers shoot out
disappointing.
my eyes.
No, they shoot in your eyes.
Sweet.
It's really disconcerting. No, nothing seems to be happening to you.
Are you sure, Grail? Are you sure? Are you sure that this isn't what happens?
No, he can stop dancing. He has the ability.
Oh,
Oh, also, Kruber,
yep.
Leslie will give you 2 platinum and 4 gold as the payment from the house that what the lady.
Oh yes, from Lady Filius.
Mhm.
Lensa,
Permission to retrieve from,
I want to thank you for that, and I'm a little bit sorry for some of the rumors in the mercenary camp.
Only a little bit.
bit.
Just the tip.
Oh dear.
So what are your plans then?
I guess we stock up on supplies and head north.
Yep,
You
the
are
group of
intending
us.
to go. All right, we shall call it there, and we can
Mhm.
start off going there next session.
Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want the other 3 of us to have new characters for next session?
To have what, sorry?
New characters for next session?
No. No, it's all good.
Hey, we
Now
might
we get to
survive.
roll them
I
during
don't,
the
I
session.
don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would you need new characters? What do you think Rail's going to do?
It's not what Grail's going to do. Hashtag ogres.
Aw.
Adorable.
I still think we could kill the guys at Mount Titania. Could happen.
Yeah, it's possible. You guys are pretty decent getting along with your levels.
And all you got to do is roll nat 20s all time.
Well,
It does help. Turns out.
You got Lenza, who's a crack shot.
Yeah.
You don't
Uh,
have Nodgrim anymore, who is of he who doesn't understand a shield wall.
I think he
It's the most
understood a
frustrating
shield
fight
wall.
ever.
He just
disregarded.
Yeah. I believe disregard shield walls get serious wounds.
Is what Nodgrim stands for in Dwarvish.
Yes.
Also,
Nodgrim.
it might also stand for jump up and down on a flimsy bridge and fall to your death.
To be fair, you hadn't remotely explained that any of the 50,000 times that.
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was clear enough.
Anyway, we shall call it there.
Signposting.
Awesome. Thank you for the session.
Yes,
Cool.
much appreciated.
We've
good.
got some direction,
Mm-hmm.
and I got you
The tower
back.
thing sounds cool.
I got you back into the swing of things, and
Yes. Thank you for getting me back.
Yeah, congratulations. Welcome back.
To be fair, it took you
we'll
away
leave
in
you
the
behind.
first place.
Basically, this is a warning to anyone who's not here. We're going to leave you behind and abandon you the first chance we get.
Mm-hmm.
there has been precedent.
Hey, we went
Indeed.
back a month later.
You let Nodgrim start to rot.
I mean,
That's pretty bad.
To be
fresh
fair,
corpse is still a corpse.
But you didn't know he was dead at the time.
That's
he
true.
broke down really quickly.
But
You
we're
know,
not the seventh cab. We do leave a man behind.
And you don't know if Ceridwen's alive or not.
So true, and we're not going back.
See?
Yeah,
Precedent.
no.
Oh, Henry, I've got a new
Making a
happy
friend.
birthday gift for you.
Anyway, I will call it there. Thank you for the game, and I shall see you next time.
Next time.
Cool.
All right.
Well, just as long as Grail remembers that I get double XP for my birthday.
When your birthday falls upon the day of the session, absolutely.
That is a cool gift.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
That's a pretty good one.
Damn, my birthday's on a Sunday. So sad.
But the better the better one of that GIF is where you've got the extended scene where he says that he's bringing the party to them,
Yeah.
which is the line from the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yep.
actually, you shouldn't have told me that, Grail, because none of you actually know when my birthday is. I could just make it up just to get extra XP.
Now remember, you're only allowed 3 birthdays a year.
Yeah.
I was going to say 3 a month, but
Fridays? What a coincidence.
cool.
By the 4th birthday, the XP bonus reduces to negative numbers.
Excellent.
Cool. All right. Thanks, guys.
All
Good night.
Night.
Yeah.
Mate.
See you all.
See you around.